And welcome in, everybody. Glad you're with us. The show brings you a matchup of division rivals. It's Chinese Taipei going up against the Atlanta Braves. With my partner, Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. We're in store for a major league debut in this one, Singy. It remains to be seen what kind of career he'll have, but here's step one, and there's a lot of hope and optimism around him. This organization thinks he can be an impact player.
And from what I've seen...
First pitch moments away, and our pitcher in this game, Spencer Strider. What's the scouting report on him?
Yeah, and his whip tells you he's been pretty effective this year on the mound. I mean, opposing hitters having a hard time getting on base and then being able to really distract him and do damage in terms of getting around the base path. So they're taking the mound. This is a guy you want out there if you're his teammate, and I expect him to be good in this one.
And there's the strike.
I guess you throw it that hard, you can get away with locations like that right down the middle. But I still think it's a dangerous pitch. Don't want to do it again.
Two of the most potent offenses in the game squaring off. Swing and a miss, and that one missed by a ton. Baldwin collects, fires to first, got him. One away on the strikeout.
Oh, really went aggressive in with that slider. Good two-strike pitch right there. At worst case scenario, it's weak contact in play. Exactly where he and the catcher wanted it.
Now at the plate, Lynn.
Definitely scuffling at the dish lately. Only 2 hits over the last 5 games.
Swing and a miss as he was late that time. Lynn batting second in today's lineup. He joined the team as a free agent. That one ripped. And foul ball.
Really nice swing as he gave that one a ride the opposite way, but it sliced just foul down into the corner. That had extra bases written all over it if it stayed fair.
Strider deals. Check swing, no appeal. 1 out, bases empty. That one is absolutely belted. That's back there. And that one hops the wall. Into second, and he's got it double.
Oh, that'll make you feel good as a hitter right there. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position. And now, how you lead. Good defender. He's been inconsistent offensively. Fought off foul. Lynn, the runner at second with 1 away. There's a swing and a miss.
No ball, 2 strikes.
Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. Swing and a ball driven out to center. That one's carrying. Gone. It's his 8th home run of the year. It's 2-0.
He hasn't been at his best at the plate these last few games, so this could end up being an important home run for him. Maybe it's a sign of more to come. A good hitter gets pitch recognition early. He saw exactly where that was going to be. The challenge, not get over anxious and come out of your swing. He stayed on it and got all of it.
So now it's the 4-hole hitter, Chen.
Seems like he's making contact with everything lately, working on an 8-game hitting streak.
And there's a foul ball. Still only one out here in the inning. Chen turning some heads with this recent stretch of impressive play. Line drive, base hit.
Stringing them together, that's 3 hits in a row. Just a really nice approach to shoot that line drive to the opposite field. There's a lot of hard work and discipline that goes into getting a result like that at the plate. Doesn't come naturally for most hitters. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
And he's down 0-2 as he swings through it.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
Swings and misses, struck him out.
Well, that slider was way out of the zone, and for me it just comes down to not seeing the pitch out of the hand, not tracking it into the zone, and then also being a little bit anxious, not confident in your 2-strike approach. And so when a guy's in that position, you get him to commit early, and a lot of times you get the swing and miss as you did right there.
And first offering is fouled off. It's in and out of his glove. Still manages a throw. Third out, and that ends the frame. But 2 come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this 2-run homer. And it's 2-zip. Major League Baseball is on the show. Back here with my pal Singy. And starting in this one, Yu-Min Lin.
Well, he brings into this one an excellent strikeout to walk ratio on the season, and when you consider the amount of swings and misses that he gets and the fact that he's not issuing free passes, that's going to make him more economical in his pitch count, allow him to move into the middle and deeper part of ball games. So we'll see if that remains true in this one.
Next offering is in for a strike.
Good zip on that fastball at the bottom of the zone. If he's there all day, it's going to be a tough one for the hitters.
Swings and misses. It's a strikeout. Slider got him for strike 3. Here's the switch hitting left fielder Jurickson Profar. Swing and a foul out of play. And a breaking ball drops in for a strike.
Man, that pitch was dotted. So much talent on display when this guy's out there on the hill.
Lined, and that's a base hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
These hitters today are so great with handling velocity. They're seeing high speeds day after day, and a nice job of turning that one around.
Here's Acuna now, one of the stars in the win yesterday, as he had 3 hits. In the dirt, blocked. Profar, the base runner at first with 1 out. Check swing, called strike.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
Here comes the pitch. There goes the runner from first. Swing and a miss. Throw to second, and he's out.
Well, I think that was a hit and run right there. When you look at how far that pitch was out of the zone and the hitter still trying to put wood on it, put it in play, that tells you that they had something going. But unfortunately, it was a good job of execution by the pitcher and the catcher to get that out of the zone and then throw out the runner in second base. Really nice job behind the dish.
Two outs, base is empty. And a swing and a miss. And that's that. And the Braves go down quietly. They trail things here 2-0. Back at Truist Park. Now it's the second baseman, Sung-Chae Cheng. Strider back to work. And he bunts, but that's a foul ball. Strider, a former All-Star. He features a four-seam fastball, a slider, a curve, and he works in a changeup. Swing and a miss. Ugly swing right there.
0-2 is the count.
Stays alive. Runs it up to 96 to record the punch out. So up next, Sung. Good power, not great in the OBP department. And that one is lifted in the air. Acuna after it. 2 down. 2 outs, base is empty. Next to hit, John.
He's been on fire at the dish lately. Can make it a 5-game hitting streak with a knock in this one.
John went deep in his most recent game. Strike 2.
This guy's pounding the zone. Hitters don't have time to think in between pitches.
Cut on and missed, and it's a strikeout, and that is the inning. Back here in Atlanta, now the third baseman, Austin Riley. Singing, you can't ask for anything more. This guy checks all the boxes offensively.
He is the ultimate professional, and it doesn't just start at game time. It starts in the afternoon, the way he prepares and gets ready for the ball game. I tell you what, his teammates feed off of the leadership that he shows on and off the field.
Patrick Johnson behind the plate.
Patty Johnson is some boog, but I'd ask permission first before I called him that. Does a pretty good job back there. Occasionally we'll see a couple of side.
Now this ball is well hit. This one's got a chance. And brings it in at the wall. Chris, do players ever change their approach in meaningful ways based on who's umpiring, or is it good to just be aware of tendencies so you're not that surprised?
I'd say the latter, because the pitcher's got to pitch to his strengths regardless. The hitter's got to hit to his strength. So you're aware of it, but you have to just hunt for what you can handle.
Matt Olson stands in now and watches strike 1. Clips the corner. And it's 0-2. As the game has moved along, we see more and more information supplied by teams about the umpires. I've been in clubhouses where they have pictures of all 4 guys, nicknames, hometowns, and as well hobbies listed, just so you can kind of small talk the umpire a little bit.
That's great.
Ozzie Albies, batting with 1 down, takes a strike. Down the line, it's a base hit. Lead runner holds at second base. First and second with 1 down. 2 on, 1 out. Here's Orlando Arcia.
He's done a great job making contact recently, working on a 5-game hitting streak. Well, all eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning.
Swing and a miss. 0-2 now.
0-2.
Tying run is at first as we play game 1 of this 4-game series. And a foul ball, he stays alive. Swing and a miss, struck him out. And that's strikeout number 100 on the year.
Not the best location with the fastball on strike 3, but when you're pumping high 90s, you'll get away with some of those. More margin for error. You know, the fastball has become such a huge strikeout pitch in the sport. And I think a lot of it has to do with all the attention and emphasis on improved spin rates. These fastballs are just exploding out of the pitcher's hands and jumping through the zone.
Everett Reyes in the box with 2 gone and takes a look at a called strike. Next offering is in for a strike.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Got it. Make it 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today. 2 left on. We head on now to the top of the third. Chinese Taipei with the lead 2-0. Welcome back. And coming off a series where the pitching was outstanding, we take a look at those numbers. Yeah, big swing and a miss.
Okay, swing now. He had his mind made up. As soon as that ball left the hand of the pitcher, he was going to swing at it.
Shortened a bunt and missed it. And the count is 0-2. Chop to third. Slings it across and one away in the top of the third.
Now batting, number 15.
And next is the designated hitter, Lin. 1 for 1 with a double and a run scored. Swings through the fastball up in the zone.
Just not able to catch up to that velocity.
Swing and a high fly ball out towards right field. Hauls it in, and there's 2 away. Here's the third baseman, How Yu Lee. He's already homered here in this one. Swing and a miss.
0-1's the count.
Strike 2.
Really consistent release point. He's been able to pitch up and down and have excellent command in both locations.
Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. So he gets on base and keeps it going.
Multi-hit game for him now, and with the lack of results he's been having lately, I'm sure he's feeling some relief.
Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch, just shot it through the infield.
Chen in now, takes ball 1 off the plate.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
And strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Runner on the go. Got him swinging. Set for the bottom of the third. Now in for the Braves, Drake Baldwin. Late swing, foul to the left. Breaking ball through there for a strike. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts.
He's really good hitting the baseball the other way, so credit the pitcher for having him out in front of that pitch. Clearly he had him fooled.
So the batting order turns over. Now the leadoff spot for the Braves, Michael Harris II. In there at the knees for a strike.
0-1.
Line drive, and it stays fair.
He needed that one. It's been a tough stretch at the plate lately.
That was a thing of beauty. He may have been a little behind the pitch, but by getting that barrel into the hitting zone early on in his swing, he was able to meet it and still shoot a line drive down the line and left.
Right side, Schwartz. Snags it for the second out. And here is Ronald Acuna Jr. Struck out swinging his first time. Harris off of first with 2 away.
Right through there for a strike.
The kick and the pitch. Runner goes. Sneaks through, base hit. And now first and second with 2 outs.
Everything came together for him. Got the top of the ball a little bit, but not much. That was hit pretty hard through the infield, so I think he'll be happy with that swing. Definitely generated some good bat speed.
Here's Austin Riley. Ground ball left side, and it's just foul. That was close.
Ball.
Squirts away a little bit. Nothing happening as the count evens at 1.
Ball, that's out.
Tough spot right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. You leave.
Oh, now this is blasted. Way back there. On its way. Gone. His 17th of the year, and they lead it. It's 3-2.
Looks like this guy was looking out over the plate, but he was ready to turn on the inside fastball. So direct to the pitch. Absolutely blasted out of this ballpark.
And the batter now, Matt Olson. 1 for 1 with a single so far. There's a swing and a drive. And it's gone. They do it again. Back-to-back homers. It's 4-2. That's his 3rd straight game with a homer, Singy.
This dude is on fire, Boog. These kinds of streaks just don't come around too often. Back-to-back jacks, and this club is fired up right now, Boog. I mean, this is the kind of thing where you really start to notice hitters in a lineup feeding off each other, and the collective confidence just continues to grow.
Here is Ozzie Albies up to hit, and he's already singled in this game.
Well, they've been able to score 4 runs off of him in this inning, and this is where you want to just max out, get as much as you can, give him one of those tough innings where it's going to be hard for him to recover in the next one.
Off the mark there, and it's 1-1. 4 runs already in the frame here in the last half of the 3rd. On the ground to the left. Whips it across. That'll end the inning after a lot of scoring. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. It's now 4-2. Back after this on the show. And we're back. John Sciambi with Chris Singleton, and set to lead off the 4th, number 39. Gets the call. It's 0-1.
Oh, he's looking great so far. It helps when over 80% of your first pitches are strikes. He might be able to go the distance if he keeps this up.
Swung on, belted. And that ball is gone. He nails one out to right. Home run number 10 on the year. It's 4-3.
He's going to the plate with a ton of confidence lately, and he's getting the results to back it up. No doubt, those two things feed off one another. No, not every home run is a majestic blast off the bat, and even though he hit it pretty well, it was anything but a sure thing to get out. But today, the conditions were right. He got just enough of it, and I think the backspin really helped that thing carry.
So digging in, Kevin Parada. 0 for 1 so far. That one finds the corner. Strike 1. Parada, 27 years old, a former first-round pick in 2022. Swings and misses. 0-2.
Well, that's today's style of baseball right there, right? Big-time velo on the bump and big-time pop at the plate.
One ball.
That one missed. Nobody on, nobody out with a run in. Top half of inning number 4. And down on strikes. And that's the first out. Nice recovery after giving up the homer.
Beat him inside on that last pitch, and when you look back at the pitch sequence on that strikeout, it's pretty interesting. Away, in, away, and then back in again. Really commanded both sides of the plate right there, and that makes it pretty tough to get comfortable in the box.
Standing in is the power-hitting second baseman, Sung-Chae Cheng. Struck out swinging his first time. There's a strike at the knees. 0-1.
0-1.
Fouls one off out of play, back to our left. Down to the dirt, swing and a miss. In time for the second out. Good job to clean it up after the drop third strike.
Well, take a look at the 3-pitch sequence here. Pretty simple in terms of putting them away at the plate. Once you're ahead 0-2 as a pitcher, you can really expand the zone and see how aggressive that hitter is going to be trying to protect and battle. And right there, clearly he was in swing mode, but all you can do is hope to foul that off.
Nope.
Sung stands in with 2 away
0-1, no
as he
strike.
takes a ball. Late on that fastball.
1-1.
Bunt attempt, but that goes foul. And a pitch. That one misses. 2-2. And down on strikes he goes. That's his 8th strikeout of the game. 1 scores in the inning coming on this solo home run. It's now a 4-3 ball game. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league. Rolled softly, but that goes foul.
You know, these Braves doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of them. Pitch count is pretty high, and they've plated 4 runs already, so I think it's safe to say their game plan is working out pretty well right now.
Arcia tries to hold up, appeal to first, didn't go. That's a laser base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning. And now the DH, Everett Reyes.
And there's one thing on his mind this at bat, getting that first hit at the big league level.
That's a ball.
Outside low, 1-0.
So they forced the starter to put in a lot of work, and they've been able to get to him for some runs. And hopefully that bullpen phone is working today.
Next offering is in for a strike. And that drops in for a strike.
And that's a great take right there. Even though it's a strike, with the situation, runner on first base, you want to keep the ball off the ground. And you swing at that pitch, most likely you roll into a double play.
And a good eye there.
Well, the good thing so far is that he hasn't issued any free passes. Unfortunately, they're making pretty good contact. So not getting the swings and misses and making that defense work behind him.
Nobody out, runner at first. And a swing and a miss. So he picks up his 6th strikeout of the ball game.
That was a really nice pitch call for that put-away slider right there. You look at the sequence in that at-bat, and he hadn't thrown it yet, so this makes it really tough to recognize and fight off with 2 strikes. I'm sure it looked like a fastball all the way until it wasn't.
Now the catcher up to hit, Drake Baldwin. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. That one outside, and the count even 1-1. Man at first, one away. Pitch misses inside, and that's ball 2. That one fouled off. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, interesting. He's looking very comfortable out of the stretch after giving up the leadoff single. Back-to-back strikeouts, so they haven't been able to move that runner up, get him into scoring position, and try to have a better chance of scoring. I tell you, good job so far on the mound. He just needs one more out.
Michael Harris II. Next up for the Braves. Check swing. He went too far, and it's a strike. Arcia, the runner at first with 2 gone. And that's in there for a strike, and quickly nothing at 2. Just misses with that one.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
To the right side. Throws to first in time. And that is that. One left for Atlanta, but they hold on to a 4-3 lead. Welcome back. Let's check out what's been happening of late. Really been playing well. Strider back to work. That one drilled left field. Gone. He doinks it off the foul pole. A solo shot. His 11th of the year, and this game is tied. It's 4-4. Chris, he's homered in back-to-back games now.
Yep, seeing the ball well, and he's got his timing locked in. He's looking pretty dangerous at the dish right now. No, this thing was hooking down the line the entire way. We knew it was going to be close, and bang, right off the left field pole. That was a pretty swing, and he found a way to keep his hands inside just enough to keep it fair.
And now Chen. Ball 1 low. This one smoked on its way out of here. Just like that, they move in front. It's 5-4.
For a pitcher, the odds are in your favor if you keep that breaking ball down. That time, he got punished for it. Hitter just did a really good job of staying within himself and getting the barrel to the baseball.
Manager out of the dugout now, and it looks like we'll see a change on the mound. Spencer Strider will depart, and this is one he'd like to forget. Back with a new arm after this. Chris Sale into the game.
Bringing in the lefty with the left-handed hitter coming up to hit. Classic bullpen move right here, so we'll see how it works out.
So now here's the DH. Lynn, 1 for 2. Out towards left center. Harris after it. He's got it. And there's one down.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
Lee in the box again. Takes a strike. Movement in the Atlanta bullpen. Luke Weaver appears to be getting loose. Johnson warming up as well. And that is out of play. Swing and a miss. Struck him out on a slider, and there's 2 gone.
Oh, that slider wasn't even close to the strike zone, and he got him to chase. That's just a bad approach right there. Either he was looking for something else and got completely fooled, or he was sitting all over the slider and just couldn't resist the temptation. But, man, really expanded right there and didn't have it.
Brings it in for the 3rd out. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. It's now a 5-4 ball game. You're dialed into the show. And welcome back to the ballpark. Now batting Jurickson Profar. And there's a strike. Good heater at 98.
Well, the offense has gotten going, and a pitcher wants to go out there, have a real quick inning, get those guys back into the dugout so those bats can stay hot.
Ball 1.
The next pitch misses. 1 ball, 1 strike. Hard ground ball, base knock. So a man on base to start the inning.
Well, that may end up being an at-bat we go back to later on when this game is over. Couldn't get any air under it, but he smoked that ball back up the middle. Timing was just perfect. Got great wood on it, and there was just no chance for the infielders with how hard he hit it.
No outs. Runner at first. Now it's going to be Ronald Acuna Jr.
All 1's the count.
Late that time, and it's strike 2.
Sometimes
ball, 2
being
strikes.
lucky is a swing and miss. If he makes contact with that pitch, probably hits into a double play.
Liner snagged at first.
Well, baseball can be cruel, can it? I mean, sometimes it gives and sometimes it takes away. He did everything right on that swing, but he's got nothing to show for it.
And the batter now, Austin Riley. He's already homered in this game. This one chopped on the ground, but foul. Swings and chases a low one there.
0-2.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Strikeout number 8.
Well, when you commit to throwing an inside fastball to your glove side across the strike zone, especially with 2 strikes, if you're going to miss, you want to miss off the plate in. You do not want to leave it out over the heart of the plate. So that was excellent execution on that pitch. Really tied him up, and he couldn't get a piece at all.
2 outs. And that is downstairs. And the count is 2-0. Fastball for a strike. A little out front there as he swings through it.
2 balls,
Tying
2
run
strikes.
is at first. Last half of inning number 5. And a breaking ball misses outside.
Great RBI spot here. Just got to stay focused on the pitch. The runner will be in motion, so something in the gap should definitely score it.
Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Braves strand 1. They trail it 5-4. Back at Truist Park, all set for the top of the 6th. And now number 39.
Number 39.
Sale, the former Cy Young Award winner. He features a slider, a 4-seamer, a changeup, and he works in a sinker. Gets him to chase after that one.
That pitch started in and ended up on the outside edge. Just changing planes and very difficult, especially for a left-handed hitter to track.
Foul ball still 0-2. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit.
I'd say a mistake pitch in an 0-2 count. Too good of a pitch to hit right there. You have to expand the zone. Keep that leadoff man off first base.
And here is Kevin Parada. 0 for 2 in this one. Runner on the go. Pitching for a strike. Throw, save. That's a stolen base. And a foul ball. Man at second. Cut on and miss. Struck him out. One gone here. So up next, Sung-Chae Cheng. Late on that fastball.
You tie a guy up like that, you're feeling like you are in command.
One out and a runner at second, and we're in the top half of the sixth. And a swing and a miss.
Well, you got the hitter already chasing that nasty slider. If you're on the mound, you just want to expand the zone right now. Get a swing and miss and get through this at bat.
Way outside, straight to the backstop. So a wild pitch allows the runner to advance.
Well, he's got nobody to blame but himself. With one out, a runner on third can come home all sorts of ways now. That's why, as a pitcher, you have to execute pitches even better when there are runners on base.
Got him swinging. That K is his third of the game.
Well, tough night at the dish. Punching out for the third time right there. He just hasn't looked very comfortable at the plate. A little unsure of his timing right now. Not picking up the spin and location of these pitches.
Jumps, but it's off his glove. Oh, and on the play, a run comes in to score. And no throw. He's into first easily.
And that hit carries a little extra meaning, Boog. It keeps his hitting streak going. He is dialed in at the dish right now.
I don't think there's a more confident hitter in all of baseball right now. Looks like he's expecting a knock every time he steps to the plate. And now here is John. It was a homer for him back in the fifth. Just a solo shot, but an important swing in this game.
Yeah, and it was a beautiful swing as well. Everything just came together timing-wise, and he blasted it out of here.
And first offering is fouled off. John launched a homer in his most recent game.
Well, if he's going to steal second, you want him to go early in the count. That way he's not a distraction to the hitter at the plate. Go ahead.
Oh,
Perfect.
that got him.
Well, this has become a dangerous situation now. Missing spots on the mound and an opportunity for this offense to take advantage.
Fouled off left side. Way out front for strike two.
Let's see if he's willing to use the whole field right here. Definitely pounding him away.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. Two men left stranded, but they do push across one. On to the bottom of inning number 6. The All-Stars out front, 6-4. Back now for the bottom of the 6th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Lou.
Well, the ERA tells you pretty much all you need to know. Under 1. He's been fantastic coming out of the pen.
Ozzie Albies up to the plate. Breaking ball in there for a strike.
You know, these Braves, digging into their numbers, have to be happy with the swings they're taking. 8 of their hits came off the bat at 90 miles per hour or harder. These batters are not getting fooled right now.
Popped up. Parada makes the catch, and there's one gone.
Now batting, shortstop, Orlando.
And the batter now, Orlando Arcia. Right through there for a strike. And that one ripped to left and foul ball. And a swing and a miss. And there's 2 away.
Well, that's a blue zone right there, or the cold zone on the hitting chart. Just doesn't have much success in that part of the strike zone. And a really good job of the pitcher executing. Try to go there as often as you can. The numbers are in your favor.
Reyes in the box here. Lets that one go for a ball. And there's a ball.
Struggled a little bit in this one. Couple of strikeouts earlier, but doing a much better job in this at bat to get ahead and find a good hitter's count at 2-0.
Close one. Doesn't get the call. Ball 3.
Well, triple digits on the gun. I know there are more pitchers that can reach that now than in the past, but it's still impressive to watch.
That clips the inside corner for a strike. And it's fouled away. Swing and a ground ball. And it's a 1-2-3 inning. Braves go down quickly here, and the score remains 6-4. Back here in Atlanta, now it's the DH, Lynn. And a swing and a miss.
Man, that was pretty gross right there.
These two offenses can put up runs in a hurry. Sale ready. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Swing and a miss and a changeup in the dirt. Up with it, fires to first. Gets him. 1 away on a drop third strike. And Chris, that's a way to neutralize his speed by keeping him off base.
And the defense breathes a sigh of relief because he puts pressure on everyone if he can put the ball in play. But that's how you do it. Keep him off balance, get him out of there, and deal with the next guy.
Swings and misses. Strike 1.
He's going to have to make sure that he stays patient because he is the focal point in that lineup. They're going to pitch him tough. They're going to pitch around him. And when he doesn't see other guys doing anything, what you can do is become a little too aggressive and chase out of the zone.
Swing and a ball popped in the air. Riley should have this one. And it's caught for the out.
Now batting, number 25.
And next will be the cleanup hitter, Chen. Swing and a miss. There's the slider. 0-1.
0-1's the count.
That one pushed to the left and foul.
Been a solid inning so far in relief. Getting them through this inning only down 2 could give their lineup a real opportunity to just grind their way back into this game with the few outs that they have left.
Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
That one not close, and the count is 1-2.
This guy's a fun guy to watch taking at bat. He just battles up there. He doesn't take a pitch off at all. Makes it so difficult on the pitchers out there. You can tell they get frustrated with how long it takes to put him away.
Throw on to Olsen, and that is that. Welcome back. Taking a look at our game summary.
Catcher, Trey Baldwin.
Swing and a miss. That's strike one.
It might be time to choke up a little bit. Get that front foot down early. Maybe even just spread out. He's really late right now.
Just off the inside corner. Ball one.
Good spot there, but didn't get the strike at the knees and doesn't seem too convinced by the call out there on the mound as he tries to get a better sense of the umpire strike zone.
Got him swinging for the strikeout. Nasty fork ball for strike three.
Well, he didn't get the call on the mound the pitch before. Felt like he should have had him looking, I think. But, you know, that's good composure right there. He found a way to come back with another good pitch to get him to swing and miss.
Now a chance for Michael Harris II. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter.
0-1's the count.
Pitch misses, and 1-1. Bases empty, one away. Here at the bottom of the seventh. And that one is downstairs. 2-1. And there's a strike. Swing and a miss. The velocity blasted it right past him.
Oh, you got to be pretty quick with the bat speed these days. So many guys throwing in the upper 90s, and you see the velocity on that one. Just tough to catch up to. I mean, guys are coming in, and they're going max effort. They're not looking to go a long distance. They want to get as many strikeouts as they possibly can.
Profar in the box now. No balls and a strike.
He's a master at hitting fastballs. You need to be careful with location if you're going to throw them. This batter has to understand his job is to get on base however he can. If he gets hit by a pitch, if he walks, maybe even singles. But you want to get the heart of the order up to the plate.
This one smacked out to left center. And that'll do it. Braves are set down 1-2-3. They trail it here 6-4. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the eighth. Gregory Soto.
Well, he's been excellent against left-handed hitters this year, and that's his first test. This looks like a good move to the pen in terms of the matchup.
Number 39, leading things off and takes a strike.
Quickly in an 0-2 hole, you're going to have to give something up here in terms of power if you want to put the ball in play with any authority.
0-2 now. Fights it off. He'll see another. Foul ball. It stays 0-2. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2.
Also really good at bat. What I like about this guy, his bat stays in the zone for a long time. Gives him the ability to foul off tough pitches.
Grounds one to short. And he beats it. He's safe.
The effort was there with the jump throw. You gotta love it, but it just wasn't in time. Still a really impressive play just to get to that ball and make it close at first. And not every shortstop can even make that play.
Man at first, nobody out. And now the catcher comes up to him. Kevin Parada. In the dirt. Well done behind the dish. Snap throw to first. And he's back in easily. Bunting for a hit. Throw on to Olsen. Bunt attempt doesn't work. They get the out.
Well, just doing his part right there, trying to move that runner in a scoring position. Got it down successfully. Now we'll see if they can drive him in from second.
Now here is Sung Chae Cheng. Maybe expecting a bunt here. Third baseman playing in on the edge of the grass. High fly ball out towards left center. Profar. He's got it. And there's 2 away. So 2 down now, and here is Sung. This guy is one of the best athletes in the sport. And first offering is fouled off. Foul ball there. Runner at second, 2 down, and we're in the top of the 8th. And right back to the mound. Tosses to first, 3rd out. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th, Sung.
And he's got a big-time breaking ball to contend with. Hitters going to have to pick it up early if they're going to have any chance.
And now it's Ronald Acuna Jr. 1 for 3. That's in there. That's strike 1.
Late in the game, everyone gets a little tighter. Way to get ahead on a really good hitter right there.
Next offering is down low. Out towards right center. That's well struck back there. Pulls it in on the warning track.
Typically not easy to go deep to center field, but he almost did right there and got a little help from the wind, just not enough.
Austin Riley at the plate. In there at the knees, and it's 0-1. The Braves down by a pair here in the bottom half of the 8th inning. Late swing fouled off. And a swing and a miss down on strikes. That's out number 2.
And he'll be beating himself up on the way back to the dugout. Got a pitch to hit and just couldn't get to it. I think that slider really caught way more of the plate than it was supposed to.
Matt Olson up to the plate. Strike on the inside corner. It's 0-1. Outside with a breaking ball. That one ripped right center field. This one could be trouble. Around first, heading for 2. It's a double, and he's 3 for 4 tonight. And his hot hitting continues.
They kept him in the yard that time, but all he's doing now is passing the baton, and everything seems to get started around this guy.
Well, here comes Ozzie Albies to the dish. Clips the outside corner, and that's strike 1. And he takes a strike.
Looking very settled on the mound here in the 8th. One more out, and they'll probably hand it off to their closer for the 9th with at least a 2-run lead.
Good job to fight that one off. Olson at second with 2 down. Tying run at the plate. Swing and a miss, and that is that.
He's in a tough spot, had to make a great pitch, did it, got the strikeout, gets out of the jam. Clearly, he's happy with those results.
We're back. It's the top of the ninth, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Aaron Bummer.
Well, he's been a bit of a wild card out there in terms of throwing strikes. He's definitely struggled with free passes this year.
John, the batter now as he swings and misses for strike one. The Braves bullpen has some activity. Luke Weaver getting loose out there. Johnson also throwing. This one popped up right side. Albies. And out number one on the grab. Next to hit, Chen. Pretty amazing athlete this guy is. Power and speed, quite a threat. I mean, you're talking about someone that could steal your bag and go deep. Bo Jackson, anyone? Chen checks his swing. Appeal down to third. No swing. Gary Simmons with the call.
When you have a real athletic player and who's able to do the baseball mechanical things really well, look out, because the sky's the limit on that potential.
Arcia handles, throws to first. 2 quick outs here in the top of the ninth. Running out of chances to pad the lead. 2 down, bases empty. Now the number 2 hitter, Lynn. 1 for 4 with a double. Yeah, that's fouled off. Bummer deals. Swing and a miss.
This guy's sink has so much drop in it. It's almost like a split finger fastball. Instead of just weak contact and balls on the ground, he gets swings and misses.
And that skips into dirt. 2 down, nobody on. Here at the top of the ninth. And he chases that one. And good work there as he gets a 1-2-3. So they go quietly there. We head now to the bottom of the ninth. Chinese Taipei lead it 6-4. Back now, and on the mound, the closer, Christian Scott.
Coming on to face a righty here, and he's been fantastic against him this year. His numbers in those matchups are very good.
Now it's the shortstop, Orlando Arcia. Lyle Lynn, the new catcher now. That's a strike. 0-1. Fastball in the corner at the knees, and it's a strike.
Well, that's really the money spot, down and away. If you can locate that consistently, it's going to be real tough for hitters to square that up. That's what you love to see relievers do coming out of that bullpen.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Well, that right there is what you want to see out of your closer. Come in and close the door, cancel any hope that that opponent has in making some type of comeback in the ball game. Tell you what, that helps him settle in, and that helps everybody else relax a little bit to get these other 2 outs.
Out to short. Sends it across to first. And a couple of quick outs.
Hasn't been the debut he was hoping to have. 0 for 4 now, but I hope he's not letting it get to him. You know, there are a lot of high hopes for him, and I think he's going to get plenty of opportunities to make his name known at this level.
Baldwin stands in now and watches strike one. Two-run game with 2 away here in the bottom of the ninth. And a swing and a miss, and that is the ball game.
Well, with this 6th win in a row, all of a sudden, you start to look around up and down the lineup, to your left, to your right as a player, and you say, you know what, we're good. We may have had some tough times earlier on, but this is a good team, and you start to expect this kind of play out of yourselves. We'll see if this translates into a longer winning streak than it is right now.
And this one ends with a final score of 6-4. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew here at MLB The Show, thanks for stopping by. I'm John Shambi. Talk to you soon.